Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is Chat With Me. I'm going to go grab a glass of wine, and if you'd like to get something to drink, go ahead, and then we'll pick an interesting subject, and I would love it if you would join me. Please sit down next to me and let's chat. Well, I'm going to have some coffee now, and I'm going to talk a little bit about, mastering yourself. I think that mastering yourself is one of the hardest things to master. You can learn from a book or the internet or other people, and there's so many things on ways to learn about other people and digging into them, but really truly finding out who you are. So I would be curious, but I bet there's not that many people that really have mastered who they are. I don't think maybe it's not even possible to completely master it. We search and search and learn, and I think that's what it's really about, is going through life and picking up the little things along the way. And those things along the way are what truly define you. I've talked a lot about, my divorce, and it was hard, and the last relationship I had, which was hard on me too, but good on me also. I talk about, I didn't have a bad childhood by any means, but there was a lack of affection in that family, and I never felt, good enough. It was the same thing, you tend to take on a relationship based on what you know is a good relationship. So, by how we're raised, and even with the best family ever, you still lose track of yourself. So mastering yourself is probably just about, taking everything you can, digging deep. We all have to do things, for responsibilities. We need to make our rent payment. We need to make our bills. We need to have some finances. But at the same time, don't lose track of what's in your heart. If you can't do what makes you really happy as far as a career and making financial gains or making money, then find that in your off time. But make sure that you don't lose who you are. Don't lose who you are in your marriage. Don't lose who you are around, with your kids and in your work. Don't forget about you. I think men more so, these days, men, it's just as hard on them. It used to be the woman can get so lost because she was the wife, the mother, and then into the 70s and 80s, she had to start working, and so many roles. And now it's kind of switching, and I felt like this a lot too, even in my marriage. It has to be a partnership. It's not just the woman taking care of the kids. It's both. It's, neither one is necessarily the breadwinner, or the woman could be, or the man, it's just so whatever works for your family. And I think no matter who you are, if you're, in a relationship, married, and with kids especially, just always remember to think about yourself and what makes you happy. And if it's only a little time every week that you can take out and do that, do it. If it's a half an hour in the evening, doing what makes your heart soar, or or just taking time alone to meditate or be with you. It's just really important so that you don't lose track of who you are. I just wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit, because it's too easy to forget about ourselves. We're always trying to help other people, and it's all good. We're trying to do the right thing. But being my age, especially for younger people, I just want to say, don't lose track of yourself along the way. Even if you can only grab bits and pieces of yourself every week or every day, do it as much as you can. Because, it's, I'm not old, but I think once you reach a certain age, you're going, oh my gosh, my time is much more limited. When you're in your 20s, you don't even think about your time being limited. But, oh boy, once you hit your 50s, you're kind of wondering, I've got the energy, I've got the spunk, but, I just know that it's definitely, I'm on the, not that I'm going down, but I'm on the second half of life for sure. So anyway, just always remember who you are, and always grab a little piece along the way so that you don't lose it. Just a little chit chat. Thanks.